Alright, so I need y'all to get your snacks, get everything you need, and probably get ready to prevent from roasting me in the chat because I've never done a tier list before and it's probably gonna be garbage, but we're gonna see what I can do here. I hope y'all are having a great day. You know, if y'all have never been here before, my name is Miso or Michael or Miso. But yeah, this is a killer tier list for Dead by Daylight 420. This tier list, I have not planned anything out. I don't even know where I'm putting people at. This is gonna be on the fly. This is gonna be improvised. And frankly, I am really nervous because I don't even know what to base this on. I don't know whether to base it on skills, perks. Look, basically pretty much this is what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna base this tier list on, okay, let's base this on killers with the best base gameplay / mechanics. Pretty much the best killer that if you're good with them, you're really good with them, how much you're going to succeed. We cannot really ignore the add-ons in this because some add-ons are really useful and carry a killer. Let's just try to mix it in there and ignore the overpowered ones. So we're gonna start with Demogorgon. I don't play a lot of demo, but when I do pretty well. But I gotta say, he's not really anything special. He's really one of those killers where he sits in the middle. He's not bad, but he's not the best yet. If played correctly, a demo can defile you. I've literally been like straight up just wrecked by a demo before who knew what they were doing. They were setting down portals all over the place. I've never seen a demo set down that many portals. I used to get annoyed with that, but as I've played, I've adapted to the portal usage and I gotta say it boosted them up for me. So I'm gonna have to put my man's demo probably in the B tier. I was thinking about the C tier, but thinking like if you're a really good demo, you can push, look, you can really push people off of generators. They look, pretty much you set a portal down next to a generator. They're gonna have to break that portal first. It takes quite a while to break a portal. While they're doing that, you could be moving around. You could even come to that portal while they're breaking it. There's a lot of stuff you could do. Any killer, in my opinion, who can distract someone from doing another objective, which is getting the generators done, and focusing on, okay, I need to get this portal out of the way before the dude comes and gets me. You know, I gotta say that's really strong to me. Of course, a lot of these killers will probably be on the D tier list if we're talking about going against a 4-man survival friends with amazing communication. No, we're talking about a regular game with no communications, just a solo queue team who play regularly. So yeah, for that, I will probably put demo on the B tier. Next, we got Ghosty Boy. Ghosty Boy. Oh my God. Ghostface is one of my favorite killers to play, and it's really fun to play as him. But most of the time, I don't really find myself able to use his ability very much. I mean, I can pull it off, but a lot of the time, he's really map dependent. If it's an open map, you won't be able to like be stealthy that much. You may be able to scare somebody, get a generator grab, or turn a corner, get an M1 without them knowing. But at the end of the day, once you're seen, you're seen. And a lot of people, they run spine chill nowadays. These people come really prepared for any type of killer. And I gotta say, that kind of takes him down a bit for me because when I play him, I usually have kind of a tough game unless it's against a whole bunch of noobs. So I will probably put him above demo, but like on the B tier with demo. I really rate him though. He's really strong, but you know, a lot of people, they come prepared and it is really rough. Now for the best killer in the game, Bubba. It pains me to remove him from that tier because I'm really biased towards Bubba, but let's be real here. Bubba is a really good killer on certain maps and against certain teams, right? Because if you slap Bubba on an Auto Haven map, probably Blood Lodge, or what's the other one? There's another one. Auto Haven Wreckers, like the Wreckers place. That's a pretty good one for Bubba. They're pretty good loops on that one. I've looped the Bubba on the TL before on that map, but you know, it is, you know, it depends. It just depends on what map. But if you get Bubba on a really strong map, even the Hawkins, is beautiful for Bubba. If you get him on a strong map and you get wreck, put on Bamboozle. Oh look, Bamboozle is the perk for Bubba. If you got Bamboozle, you block a window, you will eat pallets. I think people are really sleeping on that. Bubba with Bamboozle and play with your food and nemesis and put on pop. That is a Bubba to be reckoned with. His add-ons are really good. You don't even need the top add-ons. You can just slap on a brown add-on, a yellow one, and you can get going. Bubba is just that killer. I do think his biggest weakness though is windows, but pallets are no big deal. Like straight up, if you use bamboozle, windows are not an equation anymore. Like you have no idea how fast I be eating that god pallet there in the freaking killer shack, and then when they try to run it past you when you jump out the window, or try to dumb tech you, like whatever they call it when you run up against the killer and try to vault, they realize that there's bamboozle, they're dead. It's over. And I love that about Bubba. And as I speak more about him, I gotta look. I'm feeling like he's gonna be in one of the tiers that people are gonna disagree with. I'm not saying he's the best killer, but Bubba is really underrated. People sleep on this man's. With the right perks, with the right player, with the right play style, especially with the right map, yo, Bubba is a really strong killer. I gotta put him I really gotta put him right above Demo, under Ghostface, because Bubba's M2 can one-shot you. Demo's cannot. It can get you pretty far, but it can't one-shot you. And the thing is, people complain about Bubba's chainsaw not being able to reach people. Fool, just walk up close to them. You don't start back here. You start when you're touching them, when you're literally on their back, and then you saw. So people need to, some people don't know how to play well, but the people who do, such as myself, I gotta put Bubba there. Moving on to Clown, Ebola Clown. Okay, moving on to Ebola Clown. I gotta say, he isn't as bad as people make him out to be. Ebola Clown, he's not the strongest killer, but if you've ever been playing a survivor and you get caught in his fog or his smoke, his potion, it's pretty rough at loops, making you throw down pallets early, putting a lot of pressure on you. It can be really rough. Look, I already know where I'm putting him at. He's gonna go to the C tier, but he is very slept on. Clown can be that guy. People on stream, one viewer, you know who you are, told me that they wanted me to play Clown so that I could lose the game, and they were like, if you lose you got to do something. I forgot, but I won. They expected me to lose this Clown, but like the Clown in the right hands is a pretty decent killer. He's not the strongest, but he's not the weakest of the bunch, in my opinion. I may catch some flack for that, but look, I gotta say Clown needs a buff, but Clown, right add-ons, good perks. Clown is actually efficient. I wouldn't say anybody should go out and be a Clown main. There's probably some Clown mains out there, but y'all, Clown is efficient. Okay, Clown is efficient. Ebola boy. Moving on to Doctor, immediate A tier. Look, what other killer do you know that could just walk to the other side of the map, pop his hands, and find everybody like within seconds before they even get a generator done? Especially if you have whispers on and you just wait until whispers goes off. Well, the guy that can shock you and you're literally incapable of vaulting or throwing out a pallet or interacting with anything for 2.5 seconds, and by that time he can have you down. Nobody else does that except for my boy Doctor. Y'all sleep on this man's. I had somebody to tell me the Doctor was literally a bad and useless killer with a useless ability, and it hurt me to my soul. I might have snapped and saw red in the comments and didn't even realize what I said, yo. I didn't do that because I'm not that mean. Bro, if you say that Doctor is a bad killer, you are obviously new to the game and you don't know what you're talking about. This is one of the strongest killers. I almost moved him to the S tier, yo. I almost moved him to the S tier. But I don't want to be putting everybody up there. There's a special spot, but I gotta say, look, he's borderline S tier. The Doctor is just I can't even. Anyway, moving on to Hag. Hag is a struggle for me because I don't know where to put her at. Her biggest weakness, flashlights, but her even bigger weaknesses, 1v1s. Look, she is beautiful to play as when you're going against a team, right? You can constantly switch back and forth and chase. But if you're like going for like 1v1 chases, trying to end those fast, it's not gonna happen. She is not very strong in those chases. Usually you try to push the survivor to another area where your traps are so you can teleport in front of them, or else it's going to be a longer chase because she's going to be really slow and they're going to be holding the W key running. And it's not really efficient. And for that, I gotta slide her. I gotta put her on the Doctor. Look, Doctor is solid. I know I might get some flack for that. Doctor is really good. Doctor doesn't have those problems. Doctor has some problems that I really can't even think of right now, but I gotta say, with that weakness, 1v1s are crucial in this game today. If you cannot get them done quickly, if you can't get people out of the game quickly, look, you're dead. the killer's dead. You died. You died. You want to know why? Because gen rushing. You spend too much time on one chase and it's over with. So I got to put her under the doctor, but she's a really solid killer. No doubt about that. Hillbilly is a bit overrated in my opinion. He works well, but his man's is really counterable. When I play against a Hillbilly, I rarely ever get down, and I'm not being arrogant, okay? I literally like can loop a Hillbilly for days. The skill level may be really well. I might get caught out of position here and there near the end of the game where a lot of good loops are made bad because of no pallets, but other than that, usually when I play against the Hillbilly, they have to go into M1 mode because I am not to be caught. And maybe it's my bias. I gotta put this man's under Demo and Bubba. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad killer. I just think that if I'm playing a game, I feel like Bubba is going to be a more efficient killer. And Demo is going to be a more efficient killer for me to get down. Look, I'm not saying that Billy's bad. I just feel like the way people play him, sawing across the map, you may get lucky, but like sometimes, no, like, look, unless you're out of position, he ain't, he ain't there in my opinion. Maybe that's just me. Huntress. She immediately, I gotta put her above. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. I can't apologize for it. I gotta put Huntress above Doctor. The reason for that is because literally she could just throw a hatchet and you're gone, bro. You're gone. My favorite thing to do, I've been playing a lot more Huntress lately. My favorite thing to do is to throw a hatchet, hit somebody, and then go for the M1 if they get stuck on something, which usually that's the case because they panic. You're gonna have like a really hard time escaping basement against her because she can throw a hatchet, and then now you're right there since you're in an enclosed space and she can block like the stairway for a second. Look, she is a beast. She might be the second best. She might be the first best in the basement. Like, Bubba is there though. Bubba is like, if you go in the basement against Bubba, I think he's more lethal in the basement, in my opinion. But like, hitting someone with a hatchet across map is so perfect. It's so empowering, and I believe that it's just if you a projectile without having to latch onto somebody and pull them in. I know I'm not making sense right now, but dang man, Huntress is just a fun killer to play. Of course, with eerie heads, she would be in the top in the S rank, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna ignore that those exist. Huntress is a strong killer. She may be slow, but once you get to know how to use her and learn tactics, she's extremely strong, and I cannot put her any lower than where she is unless somebody else comes up above her, but I doubt it. I don't know yet though. I haven't thought about it. Next is a Legion. Probably gonna be the only killer. Okay, probably not the only killer, but Legion. The frenzy is really slow. 1v1s are really hard. You can get loot for days. You just look. Legion isn't even a killer. Legion is like a fly. It just gets annoying. But that's literally it for me. Unless you're like a super good Legion. Look, I'm sorry, Witty. You know though. You already know. She/he/they just weak. If you don't know, Legion is like a gang of teenagers, so you can like choose who you want to play. So Freddy boy. I gotta put Freddy. I think I'm gonna wedge Freddy in between Hag and Doctor. Look, that's tough though because he might be above Doctor, no cap. Okay, so let's break this down. Freddy snares, they're impeccably amazing, right? You put down a snare in a loop and they step on it, they slow down a bit. So I don't think they can they interact with things? I think when they do this right here, they can't. So that's still that's a little window. Okay. I think the big thing is that this man can teleport to any generator when it's not done, and his add-ons are extremely strong. They are incredibly strong. Being in his dream world is when he is at his best. If you're not in his dream world, he can not really do too much damage besides teleporting. I believe that Freddy's strongest point is his snares. If he catches you with a snare, that is perfect. But I've been in some chases where people were able to stay out of the dream world unless I used a certain add-on. And yeah, besides that, I mean, he's strong, but I think that's the deciding factor between him and Doctor. I think Doctor has the edge because Doctor doesn't need a dream world. I mean, Doctor can find you within the first 10 seconds of the match. He can control a chase very strongly. Dude's just there. Dude has it. Freddy has it, but not in the real world. Nurse, immediate S tier. Typical, but Nurse is just, what can you do about it? I play nurse sometimes and I just feel bad for the survivors. That's all I really gotta say, nurses. You throw down a pallet, she teleport through and slap you still. There's some people can outrun nurse, some people can juke nurse. In the end, nurse is gonna slap you and win. There's no other way. Oni. Y'all probably gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna put Oni. I think I'm gonna put Oni in the high B tier, almost tier A, but there's something that holds Oni back. Every time I play Oni, and a lot of other people play Oni, when they go against a pretty good team, they typically don't get a lot of efficiency out of the power because well, you see, if you're really good and you understand Oni's angles, you can dodge his charge mallet attack. And if you have a good loop, like look, I've looped Oni a fair share of times and made him mad and made him run out of his power. He still didn't take me down. Like, yeah, he has if look, a good loop can ruin the man. He doesn't have any good loop control, so I gotta put him a lower. Look, I'm not gonna be that dude and put like Bubba above him, but I kind of want to. Just thinking about it. But when you're in his power, he has a lot of speed. If you hit somebody, use infectious fright, find other people. Look, he's viable. He's surely viable, but it's just that thing that makes him a bit lower than the other ones for me because he it's just really hard to get people sometimes with this man's, especially if they learn or they know how to counter him by using angles. Pig. I hate to do it, but I think Pig might have to go to the D tier, higher than Legion though. Pig's basic kit is just weak. She growls before she lunges, so that gives people enough time to move out of the way. Her the only way that Pig could possibly be in the A tier, not the S tier, but maybe the A tier, is well, her add-on that allows her to see through walls. Amanda's letter. You just get close to a wall and attack somebody. That is a powerful. Look, if she had that base kit, that would be OP. She'd get boosted up to like probably right here, but she doesn't. That's just an add-on, and that's why she's D tier. Pig needs a rework, just like Legion, just like Clown. Desperately needs a rework. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say. I love Pig, but Pig is really low and doesn't have that factor for me. Plague, I think I'm gonna put Plague down here at the end behind Billy. Plague is really sick, pun intended, but she's M1 killer who could just vomit on you. She can't control loops. She cannot, when you play her, literally just vomit on them, hope you can catch them and slap them. That's it. Unless you're super good or you have good add-ons, you're not doing much with her. Myers. We share a name, but man, I would be a higher rank killer than you. I'm not saying Mikey is bad, but look, I used to main Michael Myers. I used to think he was a god. I mean, okay, I will put Michael just above Plague. A lot of these killers aren't bad. They're just average. And I believe the reason I'm putting Michael here is because he has a built-in freaking damn NOED. Like, he has built-in NOED. You just hold the M2 button for a while and they're gone. You know, it's easy. He can 99 the junk. It's just when he gets close to you, you know, it's easy. And it pains me to see these freaking Myers is running NOED, bro. Like, why do you, bro? Every time I see a Michael running NOED, I'm like, dude, you have a built-in NOED. Why are you running NOED? It's quite stupid, but that just comes with it comes with the unexperienced. Sorry for the late transition. I think I'm gonna move Plague down to the C tier. I just don't think she's worthy of the B tier. But Myers, he's good enough to go into the B tier. He's weak in a lot of places though. His 1v1s are decent. Depends on your situation. But he's nothing more than that M1 killer when it comes to it. Spirit, look, I have not played too much Spirit since I've been looking into her, but I've seen a lot of gameplay. I played against a lot of Spirits. I gotta say, Spirits and Nurses are literally like almost tied. Like, look, they gotta be tied. Okay, Nurse can go through things, but Spirit can literally just like go invisible, move super fast. And like, listen to you breathing, or if you're injured, or see scratch marks, or if you have the add-on, we can see the blood puddles light up. Who can do that? I actually got this cool kill on Cold Wind Farm where the person runs up into the little machine, the yellow thing, and they try to jump over. So one day I was just like, I bet, let me see if they're gonna fall for this. So I went into my spirit mode for a brief second, and then I heard them jump over it, and then they landed in front of me, and I came out and sliced them. That kind of junk, nobody can do that. The spirit is super strong, add-ons crazy. Yeah, look, Spirit is that killer, and I want to get better as her. Spirit is like one of the only killers that makes me go, I want to DC when I don't do it, but like, I just gotta say she doesn't really have any counterplay if she's really good. But look, if she's an average one, I love playing against them. I love experimenting to see if I can get away with this, if I can get away with that. You know, it's really cool to play against spirits who don't just literally slaughter you within the first 5 seconds. So yeah, Spirit, very interesting killer. I love her. And she got some aesthetic hands, and if it wasn't for all them cuts and, you know, the death on her face, you know. Next up, Trapper. I love Trapper, yo. I really love Trapper. But I gotta put him just before Pig in the D tier. He is better than Pig and Legion in my opinion, especially if you have well-placed traps. You can literally trap somebody, go pick him up, put him on hook. He's an M1 killer, but he is traps, man. If you can get people in them traps, they're crazy. The add-ons are really good. But besides that though, if your traps are neutralized, if you get a bad map, or if your traps are neutralized, it's really hard. I've literally gotten Gen Rush within like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and like 3 to 4 gens got done within that time. Y'all can go look for the video on my channel. It's really rough when you're playing him and you can't really get good traps in, but when you get good traps in, it's a great game, you know. But so against survival friends, object of obsession, it's a lot of things that can go wrong. It's a hit or miss for him. He's really just RNG, just like his traps are RNG. Sometimes people get out on the 10th click, sometimes people get out on the first one, you know. I don't like that chunk. It's pretty annoying. Love Trapper, but he gotta go into D tier. Next, Wraith. I think Wraith is gonna go into D tier too. Seems some really good Wraiths, but at the end of the day, Wraith's ability is great, but he's really add-on reliant, and without add-ons, you know, he's not really good. I mean, he with add-ons, he could be there, but like, he depends on some really good add-ons. I gotta say that. So I put him above Pick and Legion for a reason, because he has a lot of mobility. He can speed around the map, but against a good team who knows what they're doing, once they see you, once you're made, it can be very, 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 very hard to win the game. Next we have the Death Slinga. Solid killer in my opinion, but I gotta go and put him. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, let's break it down. His mobility, not very well. I think that's what holds him back the most. He makes up for it with a silent terror radius, a very quiet terror radius, like a small one. Man, dude's legit. Make a mistake against this guy, you could pay for it. But really, the thing is to him, if you can get gens done, throw a pallet down early, really just try to evade him, juke him out, make sure he doesn't hit you. It's easier said than done sometimes. He isn't gonna do too much damage, but he still can at the same time. Like dude can do some damage. So, especially if he's running like a perk like Monitor and Abuse and Tinker, like he can be really damaging with Tinker. So I think I'm gonna put him just below Oni. The only thing that's holding him back is his low mobility, but if he was faster, then he would be OP. So keeps him balanced out, put him there. Now next, y'all are probably gonna be like, haha, you're dumb for this one, but look, Pyramid Head, I've been playing him more. I was considering becoming a Pyramid Head main. Pyramid Head is one of few killers who can literally control a chase and literally freaking, come on, he can literally make a DS obsolete. He can make your stupid little DS not work for nothing. He has a built-in Mori for Final Judgment. Man, this dude's cool. Look, he's cool. He's intimidating. He's scary. He has pretty good patrol. This man is legit. He can make your pallets obsolete. He can make your windows obsolete. For that, he's like Huntress when it comes to her hatches. Not comparing it completely, because you know you have to aim better on the ground with his move. His Race of Judgment is it called. Huntress cannot stop DS. Huntress cannot control certain loops very well. Thinking about it, if you're at a loop with like a lot of stuff in a way, you can just cross behind it and nurse can't hit you. Pyramid Head can still hit you through that. He just gotta time it right. So look, controversial, I'm gonna put Pyramid Head above Huntress. Can't believe I'm doing that, but like I gotta do it straight up. This is probably the most controversial list, probably gonna be on YouTube. Oh, this guy's better than that. Put it in the comments. Just put it in the comments. I know it's coming. Last but not least, the blight. Oh man, this is tough. All right, so I hated the blight before. I literally despise this man that I actually got in and started playing him more. Damn, dude, it's crazy powerful, yo. Oh god, man. Dudes got the goods. I gotta say, this is not recency bias, but I gotta say, just from seeing people play him crazily to playing him crazily myself, I gotta put this man's just above Doctor, below Huntress and Pyramid Head. Dudes, look, I hated his gimmick before. It was really stupid. It still kind of is. I mean, you're a pinball machine, but at the end of the day, this dude is a really, really good killer. And they're probably gonna nerf him, gotta be honest. But, you know, just realized I could have went into presentation mode. Sucks, man. I could have had a black background. But yeah, y'all, that was my tier list. Probably very controversial, as I said. You'll let me know what you think in the comments. If y'all think I have gotten something wrong, provide proof. Provide a little bit, and I might change my mind. But, you know, if you can't disprove anything, at least come agree with me in the comments. Click the like button. If y'all stuck through it this long, y'all are real ones. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Share your tier list with me in the comments. Let me know why. I will read your comments if you put the work into them. They gotta be sensible though. Like, don't be like, because I like this killer the best. Like, give me some rationale for that junk, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess I will be doing some in the future, maybe when new killers drop. Guess I will catch y'all in the next one. I don't know how to end this off. Yeah, sayonara.